Hey Raiders, it is finally the time to start FOMOing out of your minds to save 5 million space dollars, otherwise your family will be abducted. And so this video is going to focus on what I think is the absolute fastest way to make money if you do not care about fun or brain cells. If you want to put something on your other monitor, maybe another Caudy video.
Can we please have the patch
just grind
notes,
as much
please?
money as possible, as fast as possible. But before we jump into it, if you guys enjoy my content, be sure to sub the channel, like the videos, and thank you for checking my Twitch and joining my community Discord filled with cuties like yourselves. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put on the mask of pacifism. If you are a good boy, you don't have to do this. You're already in the PvE queue. However, if you're a naughty boy, you need to run into Stella Montis completely naked and make friends. Talk with people. Click the B button. Interact with the homies. Let them kill you because they are going to kill you no matter what. And you need to hide your bloodlust and malicious intent just for a little bit, because if you want to grind as fast and as brain dead as possible, you need to be a good boy.
Here is the ultimate sign that you're a good boy and you just don't know it.
You never shoot people in Arc Raiders. You only say, hey Raiders. Now this video is going to have 3 different farming methods. Only one of them will actually require you to bring in weapons to actually kill something. The other 2, you are not touching a soul or a living AI. You are just running in there. For this run, if you want to really rat it out, okay, dude, you can run a custom loadout and just bring a looting MK1. This gives you the safe pocket, this gives you extra carry weight, and this gives you a ton of inventory slots. Again, ideally, you're not really killing anything. You're trying to get in and out as fast as possible. If you want to really min-max it or you don't really care, you could even go in completely naked, and you could also go in with a free loadout if you so choose. But again, the thing that sucks about the free loadout is that you do not get the little butt pocket. Ooh. Now, I spawned right next to Lobby Metro. This is one of the extracts. So what you're going to do is go to the opposite side of the extract. The extract's over here. We jump up here, and in the back room here, there is a room filled to the gills with some goop. Now, this is the lowest value run out of all 3. However, this is by far the safest. And on top of that, this is also just an insane amount of experience. Now, there's a chance you're going to run into people who are going to try and kill you, but this room is stacked with drawers. It has a bunch of table loot. It has all kinds of different things. You're going to get blueprints, all kinds of stuff. And then once you have looted this entire room with some PCs that might spawn and a bunch of drawers, you just evac at the Lobby Metro station. This is legitimately like a 2 or 3 minute run at max. As a piece of bonus content, when you are waiting for the Metro, there is a Raider bag that spawns here. It could spawn on this one as well. It can spawn on the bottom there, and there's also a chance for a med bag to spawn here, so you can hit these while you just wait for the Metro to come. So for the next part, you're going to want to make your way into medical research. Now, most people loot and fight up top, but the bottom is actually where all the loot is. Now, this is going to be a bit of a spicy one, but this is probably one of the highest efficiency runs for this. All these drawers have a chance of spawning in. Same with these over here. This thing right here, there's a ton of high quality loot. All these lockers could spawn in. This drawer can spawn in. You can get some loot on these things. Again, there's another set of drawers here. And then back here, you're going to want to loot these rooms. So again, we got some drawers here, some cupboards, some drawers here. And then in this room as well, same idea. Just hit every single thing that spawns. The nice thing about this is that getting out of here is very fast. You're going to make your way out of the rooms and come all the way upstairs here. And on your way out, I wouldn't mind hitting this room right here. You got a couple more drawers, you know what I mean? Hit this room real quick, nicey. And now you're going to make your way across this little walkway and into the area, the construction area with a giant bastion that is super spooky. Now, if you're leaving out of medical, you actually are on the side of both the entrances to the Metro. So the safer one to get to is always going to be on this side. You just jump between these crates, come down here, and you just kind of make your way down slowly. You could land on the bridge here. Make sure to roll before you touch the floor. And there you have it. You are going to be able to jump into the Metro system from here and evac the map. Again, this is a like 2 or 3 minute spawn. You're probably only going to really do medical if you spawn near it. But especially the base floor, for some reason, it's never really looted. So even if you get into like a late spawn and you're kind of close, I do think this is worth it because it is a very high value run. So for this last run, this is where you're actually going to kill the Bastion in the center of Stella Montis. The loadout for this is pretty straightforward. I want to put together something that was like as cheap as humanly possible. Obviously, you could go a little bit juicier on this. I think going with a Survivor BP is not a bad idea, so you have extra ass slots. You can bring a Raider Hatch Key with this, maybe even a looting MK2. If you want to cheap out even more, you could use a Pharaoh, a level 4 Pharaoh. That also is fine. It doesn't really matter too much. The main thing you need here is the 3 Trailblazer nades, because this will essentially almost or fully kill the Bastion with just these 3 nades. And the nice part about this is that these runs all kind of coalesce together, because in order to actually craft these, you need oil, you also need synthesized fuel. You actually are able to loot these in the room that is across from the metro. So if you're kind of like interchanging these runs, when you spawn your metro, you loot the metro. When you spawn near the center, or cargo bay, you do the Bastion. And then when you spawn your medical, you do the medical bay. You're always going to have the materials needed to do every single type of run. Now, this is going to be by far the highest value run, but it is also the riskiest because of the fact that you're making a ton of noise and you are also bringing in gear. So once you've made your way into the loading bay, be sure to just hide behind one of the pillars, put the nades out into your inventory, and just start lobbing them at the Bastion. This is going to destroy him really quickly. Get under some cover real quick because he is going to shoot at you. I actually damaged my own nade. And there he is. He's destroyed. We got a destroyed arc notification, and now we just looted. So there's only one bad thing about this run. Because you are in PvE lobbies, you are going to have other people pretty much just harvesting your loot. Now, you want to stay in the PvE lobbies because you don't want to actually get in with PvPers, because they will just hunt you down the second you are looting this thing. They have absolutely no remorse. I know I wouldn't. And so, unfortunately, you cannot push these dudes off of your kills. But again, a lot of times you won't really have people bothering you. I think this was kind of just unlucky because I spawned in next to somebody. But again, this is the highest amount of money you can make in the slowest amount of time. Now, once you're done looting, you have 2 options. You can hit the metro, which is going to be right in front of you. Or if you brought a hatch key, you can just run down the metro system and use the assembly hatch key. The choice is yours. I'm going to just use the metro system. I brought a hatch key, but I'm kind of lazy to run all the way down there. And again, I'm in PvE lobbies, so the odds of getting griefed are very, very low. Never zero, but very, very low. This again is by far the best money making out of all 3. However, you do have the chance of just getting shot by that random dude whose greed is way too high, or again, just making mistakes killing the Bastion, or people just looting over you. And that is all for the video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. I know these are all on Stella, but the thing is, because of how small Stella is, pretty much the most efficient and fastest ways to just absolutely brain dead grind money is always going to be through Stella, just because you're able to get from your spawn to the loot to the extract the fastest. If you guys want more guides like this, I plan on making all of my favorite routes on all of my favorite maps, and so there's going to be a lot more diversity in the kind of routes that I show you guys for the best loot. But for this is by far the most efficient. If you found it helpful, be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave me a like, and check me out on Twitch, because if you hear this bald man speaking to you right now through the monitor, he is live on Twitch. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one.